everyone.
Hello, Gemini.
Hello. This is your January 2020 reading.
We've already done the card blessing that we normally do.
Yep.
Everything's the same, except for we decided to do something a little different physically and be in a new location. We've done readings from the backseat of Megan's car before, but it's been on at least a year, and we never did it with GoPro. Whatever. We're so bored with how things are right now. Megan woke up with crazy Wanderlust, and I don't know. I have too much thoughts in my head, and it's kind of good to deviate. Like, I have a Neptune transit, she's got a Uranus transit, and we're a mess.
Yeah. But I will be using the Ask and It Is Given deck by Esther and Jerry Hicks. She will be using the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. I just smushed all the words together real quick. We've already done the card blessing prior to recording these, so just go ahead and if you feel the need to invite ancestors,
your team's on the other side,
deities, to bring you any truth, thoughts,
energy. As long as invite only the energies that have your best interest in mind.
Well, yeah,
because that's the only thing we do.
Yeah, but all right. So she will get you started.
The last thing we need is like naggy ass grandma that croaked way too early.
Yeah.
Stand up straight's all you're gonna hear. Like, we don't need that shit. All right. Gemini for January 2020. Oh, so okay. So this card just flew out, and I put it back in the deck, and it came back out again. So that's how you know. This is the Justice card. It is ruled by Libra. It has. I mean, there's lots of meanings to this. In some ways, it could be a truth coming to light, something that's justified, even a court ruling that is in your favor. This could literally be justice, this justice system. Or this could be feeling justified in an argument. This could be feeling justified on your next move in life. This could be, but it is a giant pivotal moment. So, and justice, swords, air energy, all has to do with a right-mindedness. This is like a royal, loyal. Like I'm getting a lot of crazy, big commitment. Okay, like it's a commitment when this comes down the pike. So something is going to be equalized, whether you're ready for it or not. And it has to do with your mindset. All air does.
Card number 45 says, when I reverse thought, okay, let me start over.
One more time.
When I reverse the thought, I reverse the condition. There is no condition so severe that you cannot reverse it by choosing different thoughts. However, choosing different thoughts requires focus and practice. If you continue to focus as you have been, to think as you have been, and to believe as you have been, then nothing in your experience will change.
Okay, so I'm getting the feeling that you've accepted a situation in your life that's not fair to you, deep down. You've been taking on a lot more responsibility for people around you, and it's not equal. And this is your other card. And you making this decision for yourself is really going to upset a bunch of people, but it's not going to be in a serious way. It's going to be a little bit more like cosmic play fighting, but it's still going to, it'll inspire people to start taking responsibility for themselves, but they might not like it.
It's going to be a ripple in your pond.
Yeah.
In a way, but that doesn't have to be bad.
It doesn't necessarily mean that you're sabotaging anybody or whatever. You're not necessarily the bad guy for trying to set right energy that's not equal. Like, Geminis often get really, really bad rep for being two-faced. Sorry. Why are you laughing?
I just thought it was
funny. But that's often because things change, and we're one of the first to acknowledge it. As the first Aries is the first sign in the zodiac, but Gemini is the first mutable sign in the zodiac. We're the first ones to acknowledge that patterns need to change. And that gets us fucked up as far as everybody else's opinions of us. So this is like being like, oh, there's fly in the soup. And they'll be like, what? There's no fucking flies. Like, I don't know. You're fucking crazy. Like, it's not really that big a deal, but like, it's right or wrong. And you know what's what. So
I'm really picking up on you really taking charge of you doing things that are right for you. And it's going to upset people.
Honestly, being healthily selfish is really, really, really good to do. And I feel like you've been having your hands tied on issues, and it's actually gotten you so bored that you're kind of looking forward to a little bit of contrast and conflict in your life, maybe. So,
card number 41. My greatest gift to give is my happiness. The greatest gift that you could ever give is your own happiness. When you are in a state of joy or appreciation, you are connected to the stream of source energy that is truly who you are. And anything or anyone that you are holding as your object of attention benefits from your attention.
So, like, when you're in a state of appreciation and you're actually making the right thoughts, thinking the right thoughts about doing things for yourself, doing it in a healthy way, and putting yourself first, your social life will, like, change as a result. And it's not always a good feeling at first when you're practicing these things. But with time, you'll see that, like, putting things to equal playing field and putting yourself in a better position attracts better things in your life. And the more you chase the appreciation sensations in your life, the more you get deeply gratitude, in touch with that side of yourself, and are able to make all areas of your life reflect that peace. You don't want this conflict anymore.
When you are feeling mediocre, your life is going to be mediocre. When you are feeling you are your best self, you're going to be living your best life. All right? And it all comes down to your core and what vibration you're putting out. And I really do feel like you are figuring out what is right for you, and by figuring out what is right for you, it's kind of turning your whole world around a little bit.
And there's a way to do it without you have to make the decisions for you that is unconditionally loving to you, and sometimes that doesn't reflect well on everybody around you, but that's because they're used to you being a certain way, and they'll be surprised, and they'll likely not like it at first, but inevitably they'll be inspired by your actions to put yourself first and realize you did the right thing.
Things change, and without change, things would stay stagnant, and nothing would ever get better, and people will never experience worse in order to know better.
So you know when it's time to change, and it doesn't mean that you have to dishonor the thing that was there.
No.
It just means that it's changed.
You're evolving, Gemini, and you're figuring out exactly what you need right now and what's going to be benefiting you. Justice.
Self-organization, it's good. Like, and putting yourself first in a healthy way is a big deal. Like, I feel like a lot of Geminis in my life have come to realize that it's time to do this, and it's not just one Gemini energy. I have several. So,
yep.
Best of luck to you, and we give a shit if you want to talk to somebody, if you want to communicate, because that's what Gemini needs to do.
Yes. I'm a Mercury in Gemini, so when it comes down to communication, I can get right into, I'm very good at molding myself into how that person talks and what they need,
Perceive, yeah.
So, all right, Gemini, we will see you in the next reading, and thank you for watching your January 2020 reading.
Take care of yourself.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.